lahat pwede nang magka-personal assistant. Kahit sobrang sipag mo, may point na ayaw mong inutusan ka. Gagawin mo naman eh. Nakakawalang gana kapag the intention becomes responsibility. Now, let's turn the tables 180 degrees. Ikaw ang nag-uutos. May gusto kang mangyari, and for that to happen, you need someone to do the task. Your mental tendency will become, nagreklamo pa to, hindi na lang gawin yung kailangang gawin. Each of us ay bida sa kanya-kanyang perspective. It takes understanding to realize that considerations are needed in this kind of interaction. Paano kung ganito? Paano kung hindi mo na kailangang utusan ng ibang tao kasi may gagawa na ng task na gusto mo mangyari? Wala nang persahan sa inyong dalawa. That's where AI or artificial intelligence changes the story. Di na to bago. Technically, our civilization invented various things to make our lives easier. Washing machine para tulungan ka sa paglalaba mo. Light para hindi ka hirap mangapa sa dilim gamit ang gasera mo. Electricity has become the soul of most of our technologies. Simula sa wala, na napunta sa meron, sinundan ng mas madali, hanggang dumating sa malupit. Improvements are still there, so don't worry. The cycle is just getting better. Ang future na meron sa utak ng karamihan before ay yung mga nakikita natin sa movies. To the point na naging matagal ng usapan na darating ang panahon na sasakupin daw tayo ng mga robots. The funny thing about this is, it's already happening. Hindi nga lang sa itsura na ine-expect ng karamihan. Itabi muna natin yung mga human-like robots na kayang sumayaw at mag-backflip. Robots are already in our society. Nakalagay nga lang sa mga data centers para sa heat efficiency. Yung pag-deliver ng bawat data sa mga devices mo, gagagawan niya ng robots. Well, technically, na tawag nga lang ay bots. These are various software automations that each accomplish a particular task. Synergistic collaborations among them create the illusion of completing complex tasks. Then one concept enters the story that makes it more terrifying to common people. Ito yung mga taong wala masyadong alam sa behind the scenes ng mga automations natin. AI. Yan ang isang matunog ngayon. I can somehow say that I'm just lucky. Lucky enough for my life's trajectory and profession which lean towards the creation and utilization of this fancy word. Simula sa thesis namin nung college where we utilized machine learning to create AI, for lack of a better term, to assist our work deliverables as software engineers. Those turning points made me realize something. Lahat ay kaya na magkaroon ng kanya-kanyang alalay. Magandang wake-up call sa karamihan ng paglabas ng ChatGPT sa publiko noong November 30, 2022. Of course, hindi pa ganun katino ang application na yan kumpara sa ngayon. Rather than doing all the consolidations you want by Googling and going to different websites to extract them, this chatbot AI does it for you. Bigyan mo lang ng tanong o utos, sasagutin ka niya. Using the data it was trained on and the default behavior to scan online, it will summarize things based on the level you request. Less time, less effort, more thinking, more efficient. Tapos nasundan na ng iba't ibang flavors. May AI na rin to create images for you, AI to create videos you want, AI to produce music faster, AI. Which leads us to today. Despite its usefulness, marami rin ang napalag. Hindi lang sa takot na mawala ang trabaho nila. Nandiyan na rin yung kaba na maalis ang status nila kapalit ng mga galing na meron sila kasi kaya nang gawin ng AI. Nangyari na to dati pa. From agricultural age na sakop na lupa ang laban to industrial age na factory naman ang nagdidikta ng dami ng kaya mo. Then now our transition from the information age wherein lamang ka dahil sa data na abot mo to this emerging AI age na ang hamon ay paramihan ng leverage. Itong leverage na napansin ko ang gusto kong malaman mo. There are 4 types of leverage in life. Number 1, labor. Number 2, capital. Number 3, code. And number 4, media. For a quick recap of our pod classes, Labor ay magtatrabaho ka sa iba kapalit ng pera. Ang universal value representation ng society natin ngayon. Example ay pagiging security guard. Leverage ay oras, capacity to work, at galing mo. Capital is paggamit ng pera or currency na meron ka para kumita. Example ay time investment. Leverage ay pera na kaya mong gamitin sa human o sa iba. Code is your earnings from your created or own programs or software. Example ay Netflix. Leverage is the automation you created. Media naman ay earnings from music, arts, movies, etc. Example ay mga YouTube videos ni Mr. Beast. Leverage ay ang dami ng mga taong magko-consume o mag-a-attract ng gawa mo. The best types here are the code and media. Ito yung walang marginal cost of replication. You create once and spend the initial effort, then it's their characteristic to multiply the result. Sa capital kasi, kailangan may pera ka o may magpapahiram sa'yo. Sa labor naman, oras mo ang pinaka-kakainin, which is limited lang to 24 hours per day. Why do I have to explain this stuff? Kasi, yan ang sinusubukan ng AI na magawa para sa'yo. Among those dramas that are sadly forming right now about AI is the fear of being replaced by it. Bakit pa kita i-hire? Kaya naman ng AI yan. Mas mabilis kung sa AI na lang ako aasa kaysa sa'yo. These are the truths from those thoughts. But too much exaggeration miss the purpose of its existence. Pwede ka mapalitan, sure. Lalo na kung yung ginagawa mo ay pang-robot na trabaho talaga. But try to shift your mental frame for a moment. Rather than going down the rabbit hole of replacing you, turn to the side of helping you do your work better. Ang pinakamagandang analogy na naalala ko dito ay galing sa isang katrabaho ko. Isipin mo yung AI, mga trabahador mo. Rather than doing the tedious task, you give it to them. And like a human, may sablay sa paggawa kasi hindi na gets yung utos. Minsan, kukontrain ang sinasabi mo kasi akala niya na iba ang gusto mo. This AI thing makes each of us a manager all of a sudden. We're managing these laborers to accomplish our goal. Of course, I get the argument of people who let their work become their own identity. And trying to replace with automation makes them feel like pinapalitan ng buong pagkatao nila. That's ego investment for you. And it's not a bad thing. It makes us have something to look forward to as the essence of reason for living. Pero step back ka muna. Lahat naman ng mga gawain na meron tayo ngayon ay wala naman simulat sa pool sa mga nauna sa atin. Nagkataon na yun ang naabutan natin na meron at naturo sa atin na pwede natin gawin. Hindi yan tinadhana para sa'yo. Linawin ko lang. It just happens you are in the right place and time with the capacity to do it. And later on, through habit formation, it created an illusion that it is an extension of you. Sino namang hindi mabibiktima sa ganyan, di ba? Posibleng yan na ang naging rason kaya nakapundar ka sa buhay. Pwede ring dahil dyan, naakit mo ang sinasabi mong love of your life o kung anong romanticization ang gusto mong buuin. Kaya mahirap talagang tanggapin. It's hard to accept the sudden reality that what you put time and effort into is being replaced by something called AI. That will be the case if ego invested ka na. Pero to the other side naman ng spectrum, nandyan yung sobrang tuwa na tanggapin ang pagbabago. Yung tipong grabe ang hingang nakaraos nila kasi mas madali na ang gawain. They are focused on the goal and not on the tool. Hindi nila hinahayaang maging identity nila ang mga tool na ginagamit nila. They are goal-driven, not tool-driven. Let that sink in for a moment. Dadating sa point na yung sinasabi nilang cheap creation dahil ginamitan ng AI ay magiging tigas ng ulo na lang kasi ayaw tanggapin ang pagbabago. May gumagamit na ang pangit ng resulta, may gumagamit din na sobrang lupit ng resulta. Anong pinagkaiba? The creator itself. Sa halip na lapis, bigla kang binigyan ngayon ng buong factory para magawa ang gusto mo, metaphorically speaking. Hindi lahat magagamit mo, That's okay, as you don't need everything the world has to offer. This is more about lessening the gap between inability and action. Mababawasan ang imaginary limitation na nabuo ng nakaraang gawi dahil sa mga pampadali ngayon. Parang pagiging mayabang na rin ang dating minsan ng mga taong diring-diri sa AI kung hindi nila papansinin to. Yung nandyan na yung AI para tulungan ka pero ayaw mo kasi gusto mo sarili mismo ang gagawa. May mga bagay na reasonable na tayo mismo talaga dapat ang gumawa. Pero kung sa lahat na lang ganon, hanggang sa maging dahilan na napag-iwanan ka na, you have to think about it more. Again, what I'm aiming here is to somewhat give you a practical option in your day-to-day task. Alam kong may mga bagay kang gustong gawin na hindi mo magawa kasi need mong gawin ng iba. Maybe, just maybe the leverage that AI can help you with as your personal assistant or having your own various departments is the missing part you're looking for. Department of R&D, Department of Logistics, Department of anything. You don't need the conventional corporation to have these departments as a starter. You're just one subscription away from it. Hindi kailangan, pero nandyan kapag kailangan. AI is a tool. Feel free to use it. Just do your own diligence, of course, especially with your personal data. Gamitin mo ang AI. Don't let it use you. Tulad ng ego mong kasama na since birth.